If you asked me the reason and the forecast of events that unfolded in me walking for 3 months, the length of Great Britain, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I took a camera with me, and I recorded the fact. Hiking every day. Stick around. Follow. My journey from Land's End to John O Groats. My first week started on the spectacular oceanside trail of the southwest coast path of England. I started with great weather, which factored in with the firing drive inside me that wanted to get moving, and no torrents in the weather quickly acquainted me with the pains and aches of a body that wasn't yet ready for these long distance days. This wasn't just the start of a 3-month journey. This was the beginnings of a 1,300-mile trek across Great Britain. It quickly became apparent that any prior preparation for this trip might have been a little bit in vain. As much as you can train prior to this, meandering through the Lake District as I did, there's no real training for a through hike. I suppose the only way to get better at through hiking is to through hike. Waking up on the sometimes crisp grounds of the southwest coast path were the things dreams were made of. By early afternoon, the sun was scorching and making me forget about the crisp night that I'd had just hours before. Priorities like food, foot health, and where I was going to sleep tonight took over the social norms of everyday life. I started to lose track of all the wow moments, the gates I'd been through, the bridges I'd crossed. Whether it was eating freeze-dried meals in famous historical writers' cabins or crawling into the attics of abandoned barns, this was my way of life now. Unfortunately, so was this. I was unaware, but at the time of me entering Devon, the local population were on bottled water due to cryptosporidium leaking into the mains water. This hiccup rendered me useless with sickness and diarrhoea for about 6 days. I was on the back foot. I'd not eaten in a week. I'd lost a lot of weight, and I was only 200 miles into a 1,300-mile trek. There was only one option: stay positive and crack the miles out.
Let's get going, man. Let's hit this trail. I've got enough food. I'm good to go. Yeah, we're out. I don't know where we're going to be staying tonight, but I think it might be in a woodland because it's looking more woodland waysy than it has been on the coast path. Water replenished. Some wild swimmers in there, but just grabbed some water off the little springs down there. We're up and out of here. I'm now in Exmoor. I'm up in the Exmoor area, hiking through this sort of beautiful scenery. It's a nice change of scenery from the coast path. I'm quite enjoying it. Not done much mileage today because I've been on a little bit of a slow one, chilling out. Taking my sweet old time because this one's joined me.
Hello!
Bex has joined me, coming on trail for about a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can make it.
So, finally out of the stage of the coast path and then the D&V dramas, pretty rough. And now I've finally got some company for a little bit, so it's nice to have you here, Bex.
Hey up!
Hey up there. Right, we're enjoying it, been cracking on, chilling out. And what we're trying to get an 18 as a minimum in today.
We're hoping, aren't we?
We're hoping.
Because there's a pub to keep
Yeah.
us going.
She says with a limp. Yeah, there. We'll get to 18 miles. Come on. Let's get it smashed, eh? Alright, so I think we're pretty lucky because we've just missed that gnarly cloud. We got a load of wind with it. And we were like, we're going to get caught in a storm here. We've copped out pretty lucky, to be fair. So, we're going to head into this woodblock, try and find a pretty level, decent pitch for the night. And I can already hear a bit of water, so we've got somewhere to soak the feet. and get a bit hydrated. So, how you getting on, Bex?
Getting there.
The humble abode. Whoa. So I've been under the tarp, obviously, for the holes of it, but it's nice to be in the land shanty while Bex is here. What are you saying of the boudoir, Bex?
Cozy, isn't it? Luxury.
Enjoying it? Yeah, it is, man.
I like the two vestibules.
Yeah, it's good. We've kind of like got a side each to get in and out of. So you've got the vestibule to sort of stow your own gear. So we're not fighting over water bottles and M&Ms. No, it works. It's good. We're going to chill out for a bit. It's been a long day, hasn't it? And we didn't sleep the best last night. So it's like, what, 5:30 we woke up this morning.
Yeah.
It's now like 8, is it?
No, it's 6, quarter past 6.
It's 6:15. We've set up early, but we're in like a super discreet wood block, so yeah, we're just gonna chill out, have an early one, and then it just means we can get on nice and early tomorrow and bash some miles. Looking forward to it. How's the sort of, well, the first full day on trail been?
Lovely, really nice. Really nice weather. We caught the sun, haven't we?
Yeah, we have a bit. You're looking
Got
little
a war wound.
little sun-kissed. What's your war wound?
I think it was a
Oh yeah,
No, what's it? Brambles.
bramble leg.
Yesterday's stage was very brambly. But yeah, lovely views.
Stunning. What's your highlight of the day?
I did like that lake when we dipped our feet in that lake.
Yeah, that was
Or
beautiful.
the cows chasing us. That was really fun.
Oh, we filled the water up. There's always a scary cow moment, isn't there?
Gotta be done. Spices it up.
Yeah. Scary
What's
cow
yours?
moments are the spice of life.
What's your highlight?
Highlight. I'd probably say that lake as well. That was pretty dope. I don't know. The terrain's been pretty hard today, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Not like challenging elevation-wise or
Something
anything mental, but it's just been like a lot of farmers' fields. So you've ended up with a lot of like the cows and sheep and all that sort of stuff like tread into the ground, make it all rutted, and then it dries. And it's like really underfoot. And I've actually like ripped my shoes already, and I've only put like probably 300 miles on these, so that's not ideal. So I'm gonna need some new shoes at some point, which is a shame because the tread's still holding up really well, as you can see. But there's like, now I've got like a rip in there, so I'm gonna have to try and stitch that up at some point.
I wasn't yet back running at 100%, but as the days went by on this beautiful trail, with the beautiful weather we had, was a combination of time spent fixing the body and the soul. You'd wake to the cool mornings, and before you knew it, it was picture postcard sunsets.
Come on, lads.
Bulls as well.
Oh, he's a bull. Look at him. We've just realised that he's a raging bull. It's him. I'm not. Nah, Beck, come on, close that.
Go through him.
You're wearing red, man. You're wearing red. I reckon we jump this
Why?
and just go around it. He ain't moving for nothing, him.
Yeah,
He's
he will.
panting.
If these go, he will.
Fortunately, our friend Craig joined us with his dismissive attitude towards these naughty cows, so we whipped up and got through.
Hey, Craig. Do you like butter, mate?
Butter?
Do you like butter? Yeah, you like butter,
I like
mate.
butter.
Yeah. Whoa. Becky, do you like butter? Yeah, utterly butterly.
Atterly batterly.
Here you go. For you.
By this point, I'd already visited over 60 churches, all with their own little quirks and identities. We were truly engulfed in the British summertime, in the English countryside.
No! Great, run!
Just caught a glimpse of the carriages.
Alright, Bex. Cowboying, eh?
Yeah, that'll be nice.
We were now in Somerset. It was Craig's last night with us. You can hear the faint roar of the M5 in the background. We crossed over it just enough to get out of Brigwater. Our humble abode for the night, cowboy camping on the side of a farmer's field.
So it's later the next day and it's just me and Bex here now. Craigie boys dipped off trail, but it's absolutely awesome having him here. And we're now just, there's the watchtower in Cheddar Gorge, wherever that is. And we're thinking we're going to cowboy camp up here tonight. See what it's saying. Excited?
Yeah, it's been beautiful, hasn't it? I love this.
We also just bagged ourselves a Chinese and ate outside of a church. Pretty groovy.
I can't begin to profess the beauty. A beauty that I didn't expect from England. It engulfed us on this morning and set us up for the next few days of hiking.
We've just crested out of this wood block, and to our front there is the first sight and the first sign of the bridge into Wales. That looks pretty far off in this, to be honest, but that's a serious milestone. And if we have a look at the old map, 15 miles. Something's crawling up my pants. 15 miles to the bridge and then over into Wales. And that is the English section for now done. The coast path, the interlinking areas. Amazing. But 15 miles, Bex has just said, I think we're going to have to get up super early tomorrow in order to cross that bridge before the heat gets up high and crushes us like it has been doing for the last few days. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining because heat is always better than rain, but yeah, it's been pretty hot. We got a hotel last night because it was carnage mileage, and we basically ended up in the middle of Bristol, so there was nowhere to actually camp that was half decent. So here we are, and it's Bex's last day on trail. We're going to get over the bridge into Wales and then she's getting the train away. I'll be back on my ones. So yeah, we're cracking on. We're more than a quarter of the way through the trail now. Done over 300 miles and yeah, feeling good. Feet are a bit sore today, but I'm going to keep cruising. Hopefully pick up some breakfast en route. Let's get out of here. And the rain has just come in as we're about to head onto the bridge into Wales. But there we go. Heading into Wales after about 320 odd miles in England. Cornwall, Devon, Somerset, good as gold. Not even touched down on Welsh soil yet, it's peeing down. I've had it, I have.
And so I begin my journey into Wales.
I've just got into Wales, and now we're in Gloucester again. Decent.
Leaving Chepstow saw me start in the Offa's Dyke path, and also marked the point of my brother joining me for a short stint on trail. The next several hundred miles would see me traverse the fine line between the Welsh and English border, through the Black Mountains and into the Peak District.
Good morning, gang. This was the humble abode last night. Floor was pretty dirty, so my pack's pretty minging, but the Offa's Dyke path so far has been pretty stunning, man. And when it was absolutely peeing down yesterday, so I didn't do much filming, we had that place for the night, which was mint because it meant we could get the waterproofs off, sort out, dry everything out, and we were good as gold. So until the next time. I think my sunburn's finally hurting on the backs of my legs. I think I've just scratched it, that's all. But what a beautiful day, man. I think that's the River Wye. Should have a look at the map, shouldn't I? It's really dirty actually, it's full of mud. It's like one of those muddy rivers.
It was indeed the River Wye, which meant one of two things: easy water collection from the streams that filtered into it, and green luscious forests that in places looked like they'd give the Amazon a run for its money.
Oh, Coast Guard. Why the Coast Guard coming?
A white chocolate and raspberry cookie from Pret a Manger
Pret a Manger.
from yesterday at Birmingham Grand Central.
Brilliant, that chap.
That's moist.
It's moist.
It's just like a 5-second, like 15-second cookie section.
Yeah. Look at that. This is what it's all about. Trail is about eating mint food and treats and snacks in beautiful places. Let's go, man.
Days like this one were becoming all too common. So when we had ones like this, we made the most of them.
Dogs are literally the definition of like throw anything in front of them and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, even though they've been having the same thing every day for their entire life.
How many times can you get excited about like chicken biscuits?
Yeah, legit chicken biscuits and wet meat. It's been beautiful today, man. Actually, not that we've walked far, we walked about 8 miles.
They've got a pretty chilled down. It's probably like a 10 to 12 mile by the time we...
10, 12 miler. It's nice to see some hills again, to be fair. It was flat there for a real time since the coast path. I've lost my elevation legs. I'm just supping on some electrolytes just to get those back in because I had a beer at the pub and don't do wonders for the body, does it, drinking beer mid-trail on a stunning sunny day like today.
We were now traversing our way across the Black Mountains. This is where we'd spend the night.
Sup crew, this is the camp spot for night 27 on the hike from Land's End to John O Groats, the length of Great Britain. What a setup. There's a dog, and there's my brother. Hey y'all. We've got some mega looking sun going on in the background. No doubt that'll be a beautiful sunset. I'm going to dip back down because I don't want you guys to get blasted with wind noise. But yeah, it's looking cosy in there. We've had an early one. We've done like a Nero. I say a Nero. We've done like 12 mile. But yeah, feeling good. Lukey's feet are hurting a bit, so we're just gonna have an early one today. Chill out, eat some food, and we'll crack on tomorrow. And we're gonna get up super early. And then after that, we're good. We're cruising. We've got like another 10 miles on this ridge walk, so that's gonna be sick. But that's the bed setup. Got my gossamer gear, solo tarp, my catabolic gear bivvy, and then my quilt inside. There's some nachos. Good morning. We're about to head into Ross-on-Wye, which means that we've got about 60 mile until Much Wenlock, which means that at Much Wenlock I might be able to have a zero, because my dad lives about 10 miles from there, so he might come pick me up. I'll have to take a zero, back it is, and then drop me back at the same point. So about 2 days till then. Well, probably 3 days, 60 mile. But I'm looking forward to a bit of grub in Ross-on-Wye. Oi, Belugi, you looking forward to a bit of grub in Ross-on-Wye? I've been he said. You've been
Give me a jacket tater or something.
Jacket tater, make that too, I reckon. Jacket tater, beans, cheese. Unpopular opinion of beans, cheese and tuna mayo all together. But I'm a fan. Get it all in there. Together. All of it. It's only 5:10, but we're thinking about setting up in this wood block. We just found this little crawl through that you can see down here into there, and it opens out a little bit. But basically there's a yellow weather warning, so we're thinking if we can just kind of try and get away without having to get smashed by that, then we can just chill out and take a little bit of a time to chill. We've done 18 miles anyway. We could smash a pretty good day, but I'd rather just get tucked in for the night in somewhere no one's going to bother us and chill out. Save those miles. Yeah, there's basically yeah, we've got like a church, and then there's a high point, and it drops down. There's no more wood blocks, and then there's another high point, and it's quite a hard camping sitch, and there's no campsites either. So I think we're just going to be on hard routine in the woods, man. But you win some, you lose some. It looks pretty cushy though. We've just got to have our wits about us while camping in England. The joys. I'm enjoying this red though. What do you think of the red? What do you think of the red? I think red's my colour.
It's the least inconspicuous colour you could have.
Yeah, I'm not exactly stealth camping, am I? I'm literally flipping. I might change to my down jacket. It has a bit more autumnal. Autumn colours. Autumnal. Autismal.
I set about erecting the tarp. It was mad to me by this point that I'd been living under it for a month. I wanted to use a tarp from day one. There's something about it that connects you with nature, your surroundings, something you just don't experience in a tent.
Good morning, campers, from a sunny and beautiful, with a slight little bit of fog in the air down in the valleys, from a beautiful, day 29? Day 29. That's a month, isn't it? Anyway, it depends what month it is. I don't know which months have 28, 29 or 30 or 31 in, but you know, at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But that's a month, man. And I've done just over 400 miles, I think. So big up. Obviously I ran into a few situations further back on the trail with the D&V and my foot problems, but now we're cruising, to be honest, man, and I'm loving it. Cool. I feel sorry for these lads. You ain't giving that a 5-star on TripAdvisor, are you? We ended up with like 12 hours sleep, didn't we?
It didn't even rain.
It didn't even rain. It sprinkled a bit, and we were like, it was supposed to be thunderstorms and yellow weather warnings, and it all got changed at the last minute. So we goofed it really. But at the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. So I think we're winning. It's a beautiful morning. How do? Right, so I'm taking a 0 because my dad's come to pick me up. It's Belugi's End of Trail. We're not far from where my dad lives, so yeah. I'm gonna take a 0 and then he's gonna drop me right back here. Good as gold. Hello, and we're back after a quick condor. Took a double 0, ended up taking 2 days in the end because I thought might as well, as why not, free accommodation in it. My dad just dropped me back off, and there's the church that we finished up the other day, and we're back again, ready to cruise on. I've resupplied on food, I've resupplied on rest, I've resupplied on water, and I'm good to go. I must say though, the feet were still a bit achy this morning, even after 2 days off. That is a beautiful church though. I think it's St Cuthbert's, I can't remember. St Cuthbert's Church in Clungunford, I think it's pronounced.
I was entering into a spectacular part of England. History, heritage, and stunning architecture of old. The rest break had really squared me away, and the miles, they just seemed to come easy.
Guess what? Yep. That's 400 miles, baby. 400 miles on lead jog on these puppies. Onwards and upwards. What a score of a woodland and a pitch. Look at that. That is perfect. Got a bit of tree cover. It's supposed to rain tonight. Good morning. I don't think the camera's going to be out much today. It's going to be one of those days.
Thankfully, it didn't stay those days for long.
Cannock Chase. I used to come ride here on my push bike with my dad when I was little. I say when I was little, up until however long ago. Actually gorgeous. I don't feel like I've been up this end. Less trees. See out a bit more expansively. That's not the word. I don't even know what the word is. But at the end of the day, on your doorstep. I'm enjoying the walk today. I just stopped off at a church. I've been stopping off at every church en route, like I told you before. But I stopped off at this one, and I was treated because they had like a Saturday morning cake sale / plant shrubbage sale on as well. So, grabbed myself a cup of tea, and probably one of the best bits of carrot cake I've ever had. And they gave me a bit of coffee cake for the road, and it was about £2.50. Put a fiver in because it was for the church, and she said, "Go on then, take a little bit of cake with you." So I did, and there we go. Here we are, stunning. I need to check them out, make sure I'm going the right way. I had a Starbucks while I waited for Lidl to open, which is behind me there. Yes, I've got my pastries, as always. I had to wait because I forgot it was Sunday. So I was going to go over to the church on the other side of the road. Then I couldn't get through because there was a fence there and it said private. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to come back now. And then the bells rang for the service. And I thought, well, I ain't got time to do that now because I need to get crack-a-lacking and I don't want to leave halfway through a service. I look right knob. Am I going the right way? This is a train station. One sec. I've gone the wrong way. It's down here somewhere. So, yeah, I had a quick coffee while I was waiting for... I've buggered this right up, I think. Yeah, I have. I need to go back on myself. So I had a quick coffee, and then I went into Lidl, got a load of pastries, got a bit of a resupply. Nothing too hefty, just the next few days, because it's getting a little bit sparse now for the next few days. I've got enough backpackers meals for dinners and stuff, but I just got like some corned beef and wraps and a load of beef jerky and stuff like that, and an apple, fruit, because all you eat shite on trail. And yeah, I'm good to go.
I'd made it out of the Midlands and into the Peak District. This felt like a milestone. The North. It felt like I was edging ever closer to that final destination. John O Groats. The scenery opened up into peaks and stunning camping spots, and I was also joined by fellow backpackers of Britain.
We're well and truly into the Peak District, and I'm walking with a fellow Lee jogger. Martin. Hi guys. What's going on? So we're cruising through. We also had Richard with us today. I'm gonna drop down into Haddisage tomorrow, and I'm meeting up with Becky. But yeah, it's been cruisy. We're jacketed up because it's a little bit cold, a little bit windy. But we're just trying to find somewhere now to pitch the tent, set up for the night, enjoy it, chill out, and get some rest up for tomorrow. Almost feels like we're on top of the world here. And that, in the bleak distance, is the pub we've just ventured from. But what a stunning sight, look at that. Oh my lord.
The next morning, me and Martin headed down into Heathersage to resupply for what was to come. Our next section of backpacking Britain. It was now time to conquer the trail known as the backbone of England, and otherwise known as the Pennine Way. I was over 500 miles in on my hike of the length of Britain. This landed me in the infamous Peak District.
So I'm just trying to shelter from the wind as much as I can, but there we go. We've made it. We're on the Pennine Way. Oh, after like 550 miles, we're finally here. So we're on this for about 270 miles, and then, yeah, about 100 mile gap between here and the Highland Way, Cape Raft Trail, some of the Great Glen Way, Cape Raft Trail, and then onto the John O Groats Trail, and bish bash bosh, just like that, we're there. That easy, eh? Oh, I'm at extreme risk of getting murked by midges and mosquitoes. Don't get better than this, man.
Good morning. It was a wet night, and these tents, being single skinned, do get a lot of condensation in them. So then when like you can see it's fogging up already. It's fogging up already. When the rain falls off the trees, it like splats and then lands on you, disperses, and you get shelled with it. Not to mention our friends, the slugs.
Good morning. It was a windy one last night, wasn't it, Bex? Yeah. Well, actually, no, Bex didn't know because she can sleep through anything, can't you?
Yeah, I can't comment on that.
I'm like that. Slipping in the middle of the night. The rain's like on top. Good sound effects, Jake. And yeah, Bex was just gone. So yeah, I'm a bit tired. How are you?
I set like a log.
Welcome in the fire. This is a beautiful setting though. Big fan of it. Big fan of the Peak District, to be fair. Actually, shit, are we even in the Peak District anymore? No, we're in Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, yeah.
Big fan of Yorkshire. These are big boys. Good size that piece of hail. Turning to rain now. That's a big rain cloud. Midgefest. What a beautiful spot. But because of the water source, nevertheless, this morning is a little bit of a midgefest. But yeah, slept mint, man, until about 4 AM, and then I was cold because I decided not to wear this. And then you know when you're already cold so you can't get warm again? That's kind of what I was like. At the end of the day, you win some, you lose some. But what a camp spot, man. Planned into John O Groats day 54 or 5 or 6, I don't know. I need to figure it all out today. We've actually got friends in the lakes, so we're actually going to go and take a zero there today. And well, take a zero, Nero. We're going to walk 10 miles out now. We're going to go there, and then Becky's going to leave me tomorrow off trail, and I'm going to head back on trail and crack on. We're heading into Hawes today. Get a bit of food. It's nice and sunny. There's a few clouds in the sky, but it gives us a nice overcast. But yeah, we're out of the woodlands now and into moorland again. I've not got very clean teeth because I've run out of toothpaste, so yeah, we definitely need a few bits from town before we carry on tomorrow. But yeah, man, I'm still waking up, so I'll catch you on in a bit. Right, just been cruising on the Pennine Way. It's a little bit windy, the rain's coming in, but here we go. Oh hello, Pennine Way days. I've just stumbled across this, which is awesome. Very similar to my friend Max's. Awesome bit of gear, I absolutely love those. Just brilliant. And then here is our first in 600 miles trail magic. They put a right spread on for us. Said come in, sit down. We've had our tents out drying, and it's just been awesome. Had a cup of tea as well, and the lady came in. Really sweet, really lovely people. Just to let any old bugger come in here, and it's an honesty box as well, which is really lovely. But as much as I love this barn, and it is amazing, that is the centrepiece. Look at that Vario. What a beauty. I can keep dreaming it. 470. Hello, I've just resupplied in something in Teesdale in a co-op, so I've got some snacky bits for the next 37 miles, which sees me through a pretty wilderness section because there's nothing going on for the next 37 miles but sheer river and luxury trail, single track that makes me want to cry. So I'm pretty buzzing for it. You can hear the water just running to my side, man, and that's just, I always feel better when I'm next to the water, even if there is a lot of midges that are getting me in the face. Part of me is thinking about maybe trying to crack a 30 today. Yeah, I'm going for it, man, and wish me luck. I might just find a really beautiful spot before then and chin that idea off. But for now, enjoy this. Trout City, baby. I'm on the Pennine Way. This is it. This is what I was expecting.
Good morning. Whoa, that was a good sleep. Oh man, I've got my mat pumped up super hard, and like the ground I'm on just didn't roll anywhere. I just felt good. It's raining now, as you can maybe hear. But yeah, yesterday was a 29.2 mile day. Could have done the extra. I could have done an extra load of mileage, but checking the map and seeing, like, I go up this valley slightly here to then like cross a bridge to come back on myself, so I can see where I'd have been camped, and it all goes to Cack after this spot, and this was soft, and I was like, yeah. I was like, don't let the ego rule you, because then you'll have a Cack night's sleep, and I'm glad I didn't, because I had a good night's sleep. Oh, sorry I sound a bit bunged up. I'm gonna pack up and we'll get off. Check out some mountain views, people.
I just went a cropper on there, slipped down that rock, fell backwards. Luckily my my pack saved me. At some point today, there is, wet fest. Oh, there's a bothy en route, which would be nice, because if the rain does come in, then it'd be nice to chill out there for a bit and get some scran on. These beautiful water sources everywhere though, which is nice because it just means I don't have to carry any more than a few mil of water, which is brilliant. I do well and truly feel like I'm on the Pennine Way now. I'm in the mountains, Gandalf. Look at this. Wow. Whoa. Oh my. What in the Lord is that? Ooh. Greg's Hut, thank you for having me, even though like nothing dried out. Hence, I look like a pack mule now with my coat and my waterproof trousers over the back of the bag, just trying to get blown in the wind a little bit to dry those out. It was cold in there. Luckily those other boys that rocked up later on last night brought some of those like instant fire logs, put like 2 or 3 of those on over the space of the night, so they warmed it up slightly in there, but not even enough to dry stuff out, man. But the rain's coming in later on again apparently, so I'm just going to try and crush some miles. I've got 10 until I get to Alston. I was supposed to make it to Alston yesterday, but I finished at 18 miles due to the inclement weather. Is inclement the right word? I don't even know, man. But yeah, it was cool. Trying to keep my feet dry, even though my shoes are wet, but I've got dry socks on so they feel dry. Which isn't easy because the floor looks like this. But we're cruising, man, and I'm enjoying it. It's pretty windy. I got a bit bored with walking through farmers' fields, so there's like a trail to the left there. So instead, I'm on like this little micro railway walk instead, which is quite cotch to be fair. It's nice to just have a plain sailing section after the last few days of over fells in the peeing down rain. But yeah, I've just done a little bit of a food supply back there in Alston. I think this is quite a nice route actually from Alston to Heffelsage, I think it's called, in the future. It's like 13 miles just on this, which is pretty buckshy. I mean, I won't be saying that in 4 miles when I'm like, flat miles is hard miles, man. But it's just a nice change of scenery. And obviously I saw a choo-choo train, or a steam engine. Staying at a friend's tonight in Heffelsage. I think it's called Heffelsage. I don't even know. Just let me check that, because I could be chatting absolute collar. Leave you on there for a second. I'm doing like a power stance right now. We haven't done this for a while. It's nice to chat. What's going on? I should set the camera up more. Like I'm gonna do more of this. Once let me stretch that out. I had a fly on my knee. So where I'm heading to today is drum roll, everybody. What do you call it? Halt whistle. My mate lives there. He's giving me a bed for the night and a shower because I stink. Should be good. Bless him. And a meal. Bless. There's my toothbrush. Bosh. Always have it in hand. Scrub it up dub. Gonna do that tonight, which is nice because it's been a wet few days. And then crack on the Pennine Way. Good as gold. Peace. See you later. Welcome to Hadrian's Wall. I was gonna cowboy camp tonight, but that looks rather rancid over there. You can tell from a distance that it's absolutely hammering it down, and I'm not down for that.
A few days after this storm, I found myself here.
We've done it. I've walked to Scotland. I've walked from Land's End in the south of England all the way to Scotland. I've came up here in the van a lot, driven the miles to walk them. Still doesn't feel real. Still doesn't feel like I've done that, or this is the plan, or this is what's going on. Maybe that's the thing of a trail where it's not marked as one big trail, so you can con yourself into thinking stage by stage. But the truth is now is I've walked over 800 miles, started in Cornwall, and now we're in Scotland. How do? Looking a little bit fresher. I'm in Jedburgh. I've been to the public toilets. I've had a wash. Grabbed some toilet paper. I've had a cup of tea in the local cafe to economy and shit. And I've also restocked my food at Co-op for the next sort of 24 hours until I make it into the next town. And yeah, we're cruising for a bruising. It's a lovely day for it, and it's like this, sort of bright, sunny, intermittent clouds for the next 5 days. It's going to get warm. Just talking to a bus driver then, he was like, "You've had the weather, haven't you?" I was like, "Yeah."
The summer of 2024 had been the wettest on record for over 100 years. But now things were starting to finally look up for me, in what was usually the wettest part of the UK.
Feels good to be in Scotland, man. A little bit less built up. Just splash my face in that river. It's windy! stayed last night? In the hills.
I found myself moseying on in down into town and witnessing this bizarre but positively wonderful Scottish street festival. I also got the opportunity to meet back up with my friend Martin.
You're just gonna have to accept the hat like this because it's giving me the best shade from that big lamp up there, but this is Scotland, man. This is Scotland. I've just been walking for hours now through this and it's just a single track. I'm just in the middle of nowhere. It's amazing. When you get up here, you kind of realise that there's no real wilderness in England anymore. And it's not until you get to Scotland that there's limited versions of it, but there is still little snippets of it left. But once upon a time, this had all been covered in trees, which is quite sad. So I suppose in reality, it isn't wilderness. It's warm today, and it's supposed to be even sunnier tomorrow, so we're getting there. Yo. Today has probably been one of the warmest days of the trail. I don't know what time it is. Probably like 8, half 8. The sun is still pretty high in the sky. It's only just cooled down a little bit now. The tent's set up, I'm chilling out. Sometimes I forget to hook this on, which is on the pole on this side. Just gotta loop that through. I really enjoy this tent though. It's the Gossamer Gear, the one. Now, I'm not sponsored by these. I bought this tent with my own money, but I love it. It's a good tent. Yeah, you get condensation, but oh, that's sharp, man. Condensation, but it's a single skin tent at the end of the day, so you got to expect that, really. Can't be asking for too much out of a tent that weighs like 400 grams. I'm gonna do a full load out video of this anyway. I've probably already posted it. Wow. My mat, Thermarest Neoair X Light, and that's the regular wide. I'm tired, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think this is like day 65 or 66, I don't know. And then when it's nights like this and it's dry and the sun's out and I'm cutting round in a skimpy pair of shorts. Life's pretty good. I'm tired, man. But life's good. Anyway. Peace. I'll see you for a 25 miler tomorrow. And then the day after that. 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 Good morning. We're out on the canal paths again. I slept good, man. I didn't set off till 10 o'clock this morning, which is cool because Scotland I can camera on. But I just got mugged right off. I was walking and there was this like bunch of like 20 school kids and all the teachers at the back were like, everyone move out of the way, let this man pass. And I was walking past and I was just like, and this lad was like, alright, and like went to high five me like that. And I was like, went to high five him and he went, wee, and I was like so embarrassed. So this is actually called the John O Way. Now John O was a bit of a badass. Go and Google him, but I don't think he'd be best pleased that this was named after him, since it's just a canal towpath. But I think he like interlinks his hometown or something. Yeah, I'm actually on this for like 17 miles, I don't know if I told you or not. So 17 miles on a towpath. My knee's actually really hurting, my right knee. And I think it's just the constant flat surface, no sort of undulating terrain, which isn't ideal. Get it smashed. I don't know how much further I've got to check. And then I'm into Malgai, the start of the West Highland Way. And I did that last year, and that's class. Although I think it's going to be very busy, because we're later in the season, we're in prime time for all the peeps that like to get out on that, so it's going to be a busy one. Get ready for some hordes of people. I'll cut to that now. West Highland Way, 3, 2, 1. Good morning from a pretty, well, I don't even know what I'd call yesterday on the West Highland Way. I'd say, there's the wind. I'd say it was very windy. I'd say it absolutely hammered down last night, and luckily I was in that bothy. Anyone that wasn't in the bothy last night, I pray for them, because that was, yeah, that was pretty hardcore, man. Like, it was slamming it down. I saw a weasel this morning, which was pretty cool, when I was out brushing my teeth. The trail's been relatively busy. As you can see, there was like 10, 12 people in there. Like, fairly good night's sleep. Oh yeah, a mouse. I had a like pecan like pastry, morning goods, which was going to be my breakfast. A mouse got that because I forgot to put it in my bag to hang from the ceiling. So that was getting nibbled in the night. I was like, what the fuck, what's going on? Oh. And a mouse coming round. So I had mouse poop on my cap this morning. I was like, sweet. Cruising today, going to try and get 20 miles in, going to try and get to Tindrum, I think it is. There's like a gas station where it's pretty good for resupply. They've got quite good food stocks. I usually stop in there to get fuel on the way up to Scotland and stuff. So this is the gaff for the night. Just had a few beers down the trail at the King's House Hotel near Glencoe. That's where we are now. We're in the heart of the Highlands, boys and girls. That's where we're cruising at. But I found this beautiful woodland. We're in here for the night, enjoying it. So I'm going to set the wigwam up. And then there's a few odd space fire pits, so we might have a fire. I don't know. I'll let you know. If the next shot's a fire, then we have a fire. If the next shot's not a fire, then we don't have a fire. And I'll see you in the morning for tea and medals. We didn't have a fire. Oh man. And that's Ben Nevis in Clag, aka in Cloud. I come up here a lot in the van to Fort William, do my shopping here when I'm up in Scotland. I've walked here from Cornwall. Might not mean a lot to you, but to me that is mental. Jeez, woo!
The end of the West Highland Way also saw me seeing an end to the good weather, and Scotland returned to type.
Good morning. Gonna say of him, fresh fluffy air from last night. I got a hotel last night. Well, not a hotel, it's a hostel. I was just soaked to the bone, man. I've been walking on flats all day, and I stopped at a pub down there and got some soup, and I was still freezing. And it was supposed to carry on at like 90% rain for the rest of the day. And I was like, I can't be doing that, man. So, got about 38 miles left on this trail, and then 140 on the John O Groats trail. I've got to tidy the rest of this lot away, but yeah, let's get it all in there. I've hung my food just in case there's any critters, man. But I'm gonna get to bed now. The midges are starting to do me. Down there is Loch Ness. It's the one we've been walking on all day. But what a beauty, what a route this has been. It's been absolutely stunning. And to get this campsite now, looking out over there, cliff, Loch Ness, what a gorgeous spot. Hopefully my food doesn't get scrammed by a formidable squirrel. The John O Groats trail. What can I say? It has been a carnage few days. Yesterday was my first 30 miler of the trail. Today's another like 28, 29. It's 10 o'clock now. I didn't stop hiking till 11 o'clock last night. It's 10 PM right now. Look how bright it is. Scotland, baby. This is what happens when you're this far north. Check this out though. Have I stopped after 13 miles today to chill out and watch Clarkson's farm on the on my little tripod while I chill, grub up? Yes, I have. So yesterday was a 29 miler. The day before was a 30 miler. And my intent today was to do a 31 miler. But I wasn't feeling the best. I was feeling a little bit, sort of a bit bloated, a bit not feeling right. So I thought, you know what, I'm gonna chill out for a bit. Like, my body's telling me, you know, ease up, enjoy it. And I've not got long left. I've probably got 3-4 days left, not even that, on trail. So I thought, I'm gonna enjoy it, I'm gonna chill out. It's been a really nice day. It's been a really good day. It's been warm, it's been sunny. I've been walking down some beaches, it's been beautiful. I've seen seals in their natural habitat cruising along. Probably seen about 20 seals, to be fair. And a load of... My phone's kicking off. I'm prolonging the inevitable that this trial's going to end in the next few days. So I thought I'll enjoy it, chill out, and get my feet up for a bit. The feet are feeling a little bit worse for wear, to be fair. And I tripped over a guy line earlier and cut my foot because I'm an idiot. I've patched that up, and yeah. Tomorrow is it's a yellow weather warning for rain on the northeast coast of Scotland. So I've decided that I'm going to walk 4.5 miles in the morning in the peeing down rain to, I think it's called Helmsford. It's basically above a pub. It's a single person room. I'm going to get a shower there, dry my stuff out after that 4.5 miles, stay there the night waiting for the weather to pass over because it's going to be minging. And that was 40 quid, so I thought, I'm going to send it. I'm then going to walk 25 miles the next day and 15 the day after that to then get to Wick, where I'll meet up with my mate Moose. He's going to cruise out the last 24 miles of trail with me. That is all of the, probably it's going to end up being about 1,300 miles. So yeah, I'll get to the end, and from there, Moosey boy is going to take me back to Carlisle area, and then I'll get the train back to the van. Yesterday was wet as anything. Today is a scorcher. As you can see, I'm on the road because the John O Groats trail is non-existent. I don't know if they've classified it as a national trail or what, but it doesn't deserve that ranking because it's not. It just doesn't exist. Like, there'll just be a trail marker like once every 10 miles that'll point you into a bush that's never been chopped. So I'm walking on the road. Come on, less than 10 miles to John O Groats. Day 86, 3 miles till John O Groats. That was the pitch up last night. And the rain's coming back in again, so see you there.